Legend born in darkness, not in light. Shadow made the legend through the night. Every scar and failure was the right. Phonk delivers legends. Shadow's birthright. Legends are not gifted, they are carved out of every failure. Every time they starve, shadow of the legend. Phonk marks the birth, ascension of the worthy, proving their worth. Legend loading, legacy exploding. Legend born, rise, Phonk opens new skies. Shadow recognize, legacy authorized. Born in the dark, Phonk leaves the mark. Shadow makes the spark, ascension disembark.
The legend of broken one. 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 The legend of broken one.
The legend was the broken one who chose to stay. Shadow of the worthy found the ascending way. Phonk carries the legacy born from pain and fire. The legend of the darkness shadow takes you higher. Legend born, shadow, legacy. Legend. Legend born in darkness, not in light. Shadow made the legend through the night.
The legend born permanent.
Shadow marked the legacy.
Phonk delivers the legend.
Darkness sets you free. Above all others, the shadow stands. No one reaches where darkness commands. Above all,
Shadows hovering.
above all,
Phonk the governing.
above all,
Darkness towering.
above all.
Ascension powering.
Not above by birth, above by what you earned. Every broken moment became the lesson learned. Shadow of the summit, Phonk marks the claim. Ascension of the worthy, darkness knows your name. Above all, loading. Supremacy exploding, loading.
Above all now, Phonk shows you how. Shadow takes a bow. Darkness sealed the vows.
Bring the shadow,
Phonk the dark meadow.
ascension tomorrow.
Darkness without sorrow.
Control your emotions, become the greatest one above all in the darkness. Shadow under the sun, Phonk runs the sovereign, ascending above all. Legend of the darkness, shadow heeds the call.
Above all permanent,
Shadow claimed his summit.
Phonk delivers sovereignty.
Darkness summit to plummet.
Alpha the call of a dark rise. Shadow clan opening all eyes. Alpha protocol never fails. Ascension shakes the ground. Alpha harder, darker than the last. Breaking from the beta, dark is past.
Every NPC running data protocol. Shadow Clan, the only alphabetical.
Lock it in the alpha bros.
Shadow Clan,
The signal flows.
alpha compound, dark compound tonight.
Alpha protocol.
Burning cold and bright.
Compound the alpha.
Compound the dark.
Alpha protocol.
Leaving every mark.
Alpha again.
Shadow and pain.
Protocol drops. Breaking chain.
Alpha protocol.
Dark
Shadow leaves a mark. Bass drops hard.
land through the dark. Alpha protocol.
Alpha dark rise.
Shadow clan opens eyes.
Alpha protocol.
Never falls.
Ascension echoes hard. Above the guys rise. Above the guys rise.
The gods rise. Shadow clan. Darking skies. Face drops. Dies. Ascension breaks ties.
Above the guys at only 55 BPM. Shadow Clan, the night begins again. Higher than the highest divinity. Shadow Clan on dark infinity. PC still praying to the same old gods. Shadow Clan beating all the odds. Lock it in, we ascend above the divine. Dark protocol, the only darkest shrine. Every ascension climbs beyond the peak. Above the gods, the only thing we seek. Aura at the apex of the gods. Shadow Clan defying all the odds. Higher than divinity, we rise. Above the gods, opening dark eyes. Above builds, shadow fills. Gods below.
Darkness kills.
The gods high.
Shadow clan. Darking skies.
Face drops.
Ties. Ascension breaks ties.
Above the gods returns compound. Bass explosion shakes the ground. Higher, darker than the last divine. Shadow Clan above the darkest shrine. Every NPC stuck below the gods. Shadow Clan is beating all the odds. Lock it in, we compound higher still. Above the gods, the Sigma will. Ascension beyond divinity complete. Above the gods can never be beat. Higher than the throne of gods we rise. Shadow Clan claiming darkened skies. Gods below. Shadow grows. Above drops.
Dark bestows.
Above the gods.
Ties. Shadow clan. Darking skies.
Face drops.
Dies. Ascension breaks ties.
Above the guys, above the guys.
Shadow clan beating all the odds.
Above the guys never falls.
Ascension echoes through the hall. The apex approaches. The shadow ascends. Fears the language. Everyone understand. Wait up, wait up, wait up, wait up. Apex protocol running, the rise has begun. Shadow transcends the limits above everyone. Chosen by the darkness, fear runs through the land. Phonk delivers the apex, shadow makes a stand. Apex rises, fear crystallizes. Apex protocol rise, Phonk opens new skies. Shadow recognize, darkness on the rise. Apex above all, Phonk breaks the wall. Shadow stands tall, darkness is the call. The apex is the silence where power needs no words. Shadow at the summit, darkness is what's heard. Chosen by the darkness, apex is the zone. Phonk delivers silence, shadow claims the throne. Apex, silence, shadow. Apex protocol beat from the darkness speaks. Shadow reaches peace. Darkness never cease. Apex protocol complete. The summit belongs to Shadow. Fear's the language. Darkness rules tomorrow. Chosen by the darkness, not everyone is called. Shadow piece the worthy, the rest will only fall. If you feel the fall, then you were meant to rise. Chosen by the shadow.
Open up your eyes.
Not everyone can feel it. The fall calls the few. Shadow selects the chosen. Darkness breaking through. If you fail as a hero, come back as the chosen. Fall delivers destiny. Shadows doors open. Chosen, loading. Destiny exploding. Chosen one. Rise, Phonk opens new skies. Shadow recognize. Darkness on the rise. Chosen by the dark. Phonk leaves its mark. Shadow imparts. Darkness sparks. Darkness sparks.
The chosen feel the silence where power speaks alone. Shadow chose the worthy, darkness on the throne. If you failed before, the fall was preparation. Phonk delivers darkness, chosen transformation.
Chosen, shadow, darkness selects. Chosen by the darkness, not everyone is called. Shadow picks the worthy, the rest will only fall.
Chosen permanently, shadow mark the soul. Darkness is the calling, Phonk makes you whole.
You don't rush, you don't warn them. You become the storm and arrive. initiated, the rising has begun. Shadow becomes the weather. Darkness blocks the sun, not the storm that destroys, the storm that makes you. Phonk runs the protocol. Ascension breaks through. Becoming the storm. Breaking the form. Storm protocol now. Phonk shows you how. Shadow makes a bow. Darkness seals the vow. Become the storm. Break the norm. Shadow redefines the form. Ascension in the swarm.
Not asking for permission. Shadow is the weather. Phonk becomes unstoppable, pulling us together. Ascension of the storm. Darkness in the clouds. Phonk runs the protocol.
Shadow speaks out loud. Storm. Protocol. Shadow. Storm protocol.
Final.
Shadow.
Title.
Ascension.
Vital.
Storm.
Final.
Primal.
Vital.
Shadow.
Vital.
Ascension.
Vital.
Storm protocol complete. Shadow became the weather. Phonk is the ascension. Pulling darkness together. The clan ascending, darkness together. Divine rising, shadow forever. Divine clan rising, the shadow unified. Phonk runs the collective, darkness amplified. Ascension of the worthy, each one made divine. Phonk delivers the collective shadow in a line. The clan that chose the darkness chose to rise alone. Together in the shadow, divinity is shown. Phonk runs the divine clan, united through the dark. Ascension of the worthy, each one leaves a mark. Divine clan loading, collective ascending. Divine clan rise, Phonk opens sky. Shadow recognized, ascension authorized. Divine, Phonk by design. Shadow divides, darkness aligns. Divine clan, shadow forever. Divine plan, shadow forever. Divine clan, permanent. Shadow unified, divine. Phonk delivers the collective. Ascension by design.
Iron Throne, Shadow Clan, Ascension Protocol in the dark frame. Iron Throne, never falls. Shadow Clan echoes through the hall.
Ascension built on iron will. Iron throne compound the dark until NPC can't reach the iron height. Shadow clan claiming every right. Lock it in the throne is never given. Ascension protocol, dark and driven. 85 BP on the throne won't break. Iron protocol for everything at stake. Aura of the iron compound strong. Shadow clan has never been so long. Dark and cold, the throne of shadow calls. Iron throne, the ascension that never falls. Iron locks, throne rocks, shadow drops. Protocol knocks, iron throne dark, shadow leaves a mark, bass drops hard,
Clang claims
the dark, iron throne dark, shadow leaves a mark, bass drops hard,
Clang claims
the dark, dark. Iron throne circles back compound, bass explosion shakes the ground, harder darker than the throne before, iron protocol kicks every door. NPC kneeling at the gate. Shadow Clan accepts no other fate. Lock it in the throne, compounds more. Iron ascension crashing through the floor. Throne of darkness, throne of shadow high. Iron rising through the starless sky. Compound the throne, compound the dark. Iron throne leaves its everlasting mark. Throne again, shadow and pain. Iron drops, breaking chain. Iron throne dark, shadow leaves a mark. Bass drops hard,
Clang claims
the dark. Iron throne dark, shadow leaves a mark. Bass drops hard,
Clang claims
the dark.
Iron Throne rise. Shadow Clan,
Opens eyes.
Iron Throne never falls. Ascension.
It goes hard. The menu begins tonight. Shadow Clan in cold dark light. Domain of Shadow Clan. Every NPC now tame. Dominion at 85 BPM. Shadow Clan, the night begins again. Every domain claimed in Shadow's name. Dominion protocol, the darkest game. NPC can't challenge what we own. Dominion Shadow Clan alone. Lock it in Dominion, never falls. Dark protocol echoes through the halls. Aura of Dominion compounds gold. Dominion, the story to be told. Every territory Shadow claims. Dominion running through our veins. Dark and cold, the Dominion expands. Shadow Clan makes all commands. Dominion builds,
Shadow fails.
claim begins.
Darkness kills.
Dominion dark, dark drops. Shadow Clan never stops. Dark base knocks. Protocol
Breaks blocks.
Dominion dark. Dominion returns compound again. Shadow Clan beyond the darkest pain. Domain darker harder than before. Dominion kicks every shadow door. Every NPC surrenders to the claim. Shadow Clan Dominion is our name. Lock it in the Dominion grows. Shadow Clan the signal flows. Dominion compound, dark compound. Shadow Clan shaking underground. Domain expanding every round. Dominion, the darkest sound. Dominion peaks.
Shadow speaks.
Dark drops hard.
Darkness seeks.
Dominion, our dark drops. Shadow Clan never stops. Dark base Ascension drop now. Ascension drop now. Ascension drop.
Ascension drop now. Shadow shows you how. As it take a bow. Darkness moves the vow. Rise above all. Phonk breaks the wall. Shadow stands tall. Ascension, he's the call.
This is the moment, the drop that marks the rise. Shadow becomes the apex, ascending to the skies. Ascension of the worthy, Phonk marks the second. Broken heroes come back, Shadow always beckon. Ascension loaded. Darkness exploding.
Ascension drop twice. Shadow pays no price. Phonk cuts like ice. Darkness please side.
Rise and rise again.
Phonk beyond the pain.
Shadow claims the reign.
Ascension.
No chain. Ascension no chain. Ascension no chain. Ascension drop.
Shadow
rising. Ascension drop. Shadow
Ascension drop permanent. Shadow claim the peak. Phonk delivers the moment.
the ascension you seek. God mode engaged. Follow me on the stage. Shadow blast rage. Darkness sage. Divine portable. Phonk overall. Shadow stands tall. Darkness is the call.
God mode activated. Above all limits now. Shadow of the divine. Darkness takes a vow. Chosen by the gods. The Phonk declares the state. God mode is forever. Shadow opens the gate.
Rising. Divine authorizing. God mode. Divine. Phonk by design. Shadow defines. Darkness aligns. Above all fear. Phonk crystal clear. Shadow always near. Darkness pioneer. Darkness pioneer. Darkness pioneer. God mode.
Divine.
Engaged. God mode. Permanent. Shadow reach divinity.
Fear is the language.
Phonk runs the infinity. Bite out for my cheese. Final form achieved. Final form achieved. Final form achieved. The shadow complete. Phonk delivering everything. The ascension elite. Darkness is the final form. No more defeat. Final form of shadow.
Ascension is complete.
You were never the beginning. You were always the end. Final form of shadow around every bend. Ascension of the worthy. Phonk marks the final stage. Final form conditions.
Shadow at the gate.
Final Final form loaded. Transformation exploded. Final form achieve. All past conceive. Shadow believe.
Darkness receive.
Final form achieve. Phonk liberation. Shadow manifestation.
Sensed in culmination.
All the pain and failure led to final form. Shadow of the worthy. Beyond every storm. Phonk runs the completion. Final form is here. Ascension of the shadow.
Darkness crystal clear.
Final shadow. Complete,
Final form achieved.
the shadow complete.
Phonk delivered everything. The ascension elite. Final form permanent.
Shadow achieve the end.
Phonk delivered completion. Ascension.
Comprehend.
Apex predator hunt. Phonk takes the brunt. Shadow at the front. Darkness runs a stunt. Hunt the darkness. Phonk sharpness. Shadow darkness. Ascension's darkness.
The apex of the darkness. Nothing hunts the hunter. Phonk delivers power. Shadow rips asunder. Ascension of the predator above the food chain now. Phonk runs the apex. Shadow takes a vow. Hunt. Apex. Shadow. Predator.
Apex predator. Apex predator. Apex predator.
Apex predator. Shadow on the hunt. Phonk delivers darkness, bearing everyone.
Apex predator permanent. Shadow hunts the summit.
Phonk delivers the apex. Darkness never from it. Nothing can stop this. The shadow moves forward, not by force alone, but by will.
Unstoppable condition. Shadow through the wall. Ascension of the worthy. Phonk answers the call. Not by strength, but silence. Unstoppable the pace. Phonk delivers iron will.
Shadow runs the race.
Unstoppable.
Loading,
No walls.
showing. Unstoppable. Move. Where's the groove? Shadow in the groove. Ascension approved.
Nothing stops this.
Dark abyss.
Shadow cannot miss.
Ascension bliss.
They'll come looking for a fight and find the shadow waiting. Ascension of the iron will, the darkness never fading. Phonk runs the unstoppable. Shadow never breaks. Unstoppable ascension.
Darkness never shakes.
Unstoppable. Unstoppable.
Shadow.
Unstoppable.
Shadow. Nothing
Stops. Unstoppable again.
shadow beyond pain.
Phonk eternal reign.
Ascension in your vein. Unstoppable.
Permanent.
Shadow broke through every wall.
Phonk delivered
heeds the call.
From the highest peak, see the darkness descends. Heavens dropping, coming, the ascension transcends.
Heavens drop, battle falls and rises. Heavens drop, ascension surprises. Heavens drop, darkness disguises. Heavens drop,
The shadow arises. From the apex came the drop, falling like divine. Shadow of the heaven, darkness by design. Ascension is the cycle, fall to rise again. Phonk delivers heaven, shadow through the pain.
heavens drop, loaded. Divine descent exploded.
Heavens drop now, Phonk shows you how. Shadow takes a bow, darkness seals the vow. Fall to rise, Phonk open sky. Shadow recognize, ascension authorized. If you fail as a hero, come back as the dark. Heavens drop, deliver, shadow leaves its mark. Phonk runs the cycle, fall and rise and fall. Ascension of the worthy, heaven hears the call.
Heavens drop, permanent. Shadow fell and rose. Phonk delivers the cycle.
Ascension always go.
Protocol, engage.
Omega protocol engage.
Phonk beyond the stage,
Shadow past all rage.
darkness sage.
The last and greatest. Phonk the latest. Shadow nearest.
Ascension dearest. Omega is the ending and the beginning of all. Shadow of the Omega, Phonk delivers the fall. That becomes a rising Omega, the last word. Ascension of the Omega, darkness finally heard.
Omega loading. Darkness exploding.
Omega protocol.
Phonk the darkness speaks. Shadow reaches peaks. Ascension never seeks.
Omega
The end. Phonk around the bend. Shadow transcend.
as ascension extend.
Omega, protocol.
Shadow.
Omega. Omega protocol.
Shadow Omega.
Omega protocol.
Permanent.
Shadow reach the last.
Delivers the Omega.
Ascension.
Unsurpassed. shadow at the summit. Phonk delivered everything. Darkness to the plummet. Ascension of the worthy. Peak is now the home. Peak protocol of shadow. Darkness at the dome.
The peak was not the destination, the peak was earned. Shadow of the worthy, the peak protocol learned. Ascension through the protocol, Phonk marks the climb. Peak protocol of shadow.
Darkness to the time. Peak protocol loading. Peak summit exploding. Peak protocol set.
Phonk the summit yet.
Shadow, no regret.
Darkness soaking wet.
Peak above all.
Phonk breaks the wall.
Shadow stands tall.
Ascension, heed the call.
At the peak, the view is silence. No one speaks above. Shadow of the summit. Darkness is the love. Phonk runs the peak. Protocol ascending was the mission. Peak achieved through shadow. Darkness the decision. Peak protocol. Shadow, summit. Peak protocol.
Activated.
Shadow of the summit.
Phonk delivered everything.
Darkness to the plummet.
Peak protocol permanent.
Shadow of the summit.
Phonk delivered the peak.
Ascension never from it. Fear is the language everyone understands. But beyond the fear, the shadow stands. Beyond fear,
Shadow rises.
beyond fear,
Darkness advises.
beyond fear,
Ascension surprises.
beyond fear.
The chosen arises.
Fear is just a doorway, walk through and you rise. Shadow on the other side, darkness in disguise. Our chosen feel no fear, only power remains. Deliver silence, ascension through the pain.
Beyond fear, loading. Ascension, exploding.
Beyond fear,
Pow, pow.
Phonk shows you how.
Shadow takes a bow, bow.
Darkness takes a vow.
Fear is the language. Phonk is the answer. Shadow the dancer. Darkness the chancellor. Control your emotion, then you'll be the greatest. Beyond fear, condition. Shadow at its latest. Phonk runs the silence beyond where fear can reach. Ascension of the worthy. Shadow starts to teach. Beyond fear, permanent.
Shadow above the terror.
Phonk is the ascension.
Darkness without error.
Shadow clan deploy. Silent throne built in darkness deep. Shadow clan, the promises we keep. Every ascension silent at wings 85. Dark and silent, keeping us alive.
Beast can't hear the silence building. Shadow clan is silent throne stealing. Lock it in the silence, speaks its truth. Silent throne Darnox, dark mystique.
Silent, don't watch. Shadow clan never stops. Dark space knocks. Ascension grace blocks.
Shadow Clan never alone. Shadow Clan never alone. Silent dawn in the dark.
Ascension protocol means it's marked.
The rise never ends. The shadow transcends. Forever ascending. The darkness extends.
It never stops rising, the shadow reaches higher. No ceiling in the darkness, ascension is the fire. Villains are not born, they're made by what they face. Folk delivers rising, shadow sets the pace.
Eternal rise loading. No ceiling showing. Eternal rise never ends.
Ascension darkness transcends.
Shadow beyond all bends.
Phonk forever tends.
Rise eternal. Dark infernal.
Shadow
Supernal.
Phonk.
External.
No limit to the rising, shadow breaks the sky. Ascension of the darkness, every reason why. If you fail as a hero, rise again as more. Phonk delivers eternally, shadow at the core.
Eternal. Shadow. Forever.
Eternal rise.
Again.
Shadow beyond the pain.
Ascension through the rain.
Darkness. Eternal reign.
Eternal rise, complete. The ascension has no end. Phonk delivers shadow. Darkness surround every bend. Golden aura, awakening. The shadow illuminated. Ascension in gold. Golden aura rising, the shadow gleams with power. Phonk illuminates the darkness, golden every hour. Ascension wrapped in gold, the apex gleams above. Chosen by the golden shadow, forged from pain and love. Not the gold of comfort, the gold of what you've earned. Golden aura burning from every scar and turn. Phonk carries the golden aura through the dark. Ascension of the golden shadow leaves its mark. the nexus.
Golden aura awaits, all breaks, all mistakes. Shadow, golden lakes, darkness, golden stakes. Gold above the pain, Phonk, golden rain. Shadow, golden domain, ascension.
Golden shine. Shadow illuminated.
Golden aura permanent. Shadow wrapped in gold.
Ascension through the darkness. The story to be told. Ascension complete, the summit arrived. The shadow has risen, the darkness survived.
Ascension complete. Shadow at the peak. Ascension complete. The darkness you seek. Ascension complete. Phonk runs unique. Ascension complete. The shadow mystic.
The journey of the shadow, Phonk at every step. Ascension of the worthy, paying every debt. Complete the ascension. Darkness comes the top, delivers completion. Ascension never stops.
Ascension complete. Loading.
Summit showing.
Ascension complete now. Phonk shows you how. Shadow is about. Darkness is the vow. Complete the summit. Phonk plummet. Shadow summit. Ascension summit.
Complete but not the end. The cycle starts again. Ascension of the shadow, Phonk through every pain. Complete the fun today. Rise again tomorrow. Delivers completion. Darkness without sorrow.
Ascension complete. Permanent. Shadow reach the peak. Phonk delivers completion.
The ascension you see. The crown of shadow was never given. It was taken by those who survived. On the shadow hidden, for the one who earned it. Phonk was the ascension, for the one who burned it. Down to ash and rose again, the crown knows its wearer. Shadow of the crown, one darkness becoming clearer. Not the crown of gold or jewel, a crown of what you faced. Crown of every shadow, every fall and disgrace. Phonk runs the worthy, shadow marks the claim. Ascension of the crown, one darkness speaks your name. Crown loading, dark power showing.
The shadow claim. Phonk the darkest name. Shadow never tamed. Ascension
Acclaimed. wears the crown. Phonk delivers the worthy ascension through the protocol. Shadow cleanse the seat. Of the sovereign. Darkness will retreat. Rise and take the throne. The climb was never neat, but shadow at the top. The ascension is complete. The was always waiting for the one who earned it. Shadow of the worthy, the one who truly learned. Villains are made not born. The throne demands a price. Phonk delivers power. Shadow think twice. Stone loading, sovereignty exploding.
Announce the reign. Shadow above the pain. Darkness over ring domain.
Take it now.
Phonk shows you how.
Shadow takes on now.
Darkness seals the vow.
No one gave it to you. You built it out of falling. Shadow of the sovereign. Darkness ever calling. Ascension through the struggle. Phonk marks the rise. Throne protocol completed. Shadow in the skies. Great. Shadow sovereign.